Hey there, Saber fans, Shamim here. Today, March 29th, 2018, is the 4-year anniversary of me entering the custom saber community and realizing that this hobby existed. 4 years ago today, I discovered that these custom lightsabers exist and placed an order for my first custom saber, which was a Saber Forge Redeemer. It was 4 years ago. And in that time, I have grown and changed so much, learned an incredible amount about what goes into making these custom sabers. I started out by converting old Master Replicas and Hasbro Force FX lightsabers, just adapting the electronics slightly, then went from there to installing my own electronics into hilts that other people had made, and then also externally modifying the hilts that other people had made, either through weathering or powder coating or chrome plating, just doing some exterior modifications to the hilt as well, additional customization. But all of those things that I did, there was always one step of the saber building process that I was unable to do, and that was to machine the hilt itself out of a block of aluminum such as this. And people would always refer to me as a saber smith, just because of the following that I'd gained and some of the customization work that I'd done. They'd call me a saber smith. And I always was very adamant that that term did not apply to me, because I was not actually machining the hilts. I was not smithing the hilts myself. There was that key element in the process of saber building that I did not yet have in my repertoire, and so I could not claim the title of saber smith. So I always refer to myself as just a saber installer, or someone who customizes existing sabers, not a sabersmith. That all changes today, because I humbly claim the title sabersmith, as I have machined my own custom saber and taken it from a solid block of aluminum down to a beautiful, in my opinion, beautiful hand and a half custom saber, fully installed. Let's take a look at the hilt. Let me move this block out of the way. Up at the emitter, you've got a blade plug that's made of aluminum and brass. Got a nice ring around the emitter here. A little bit of a flange up here, and then the thin neck. You all know that I love thin necks. And I thought that for my first saber that I build and machine myself, I really wanted to incorporate a design element that I have always loved, and that also appears on the first custom saber that I ever owned, the Redeemer. Obi-Wan's Episode 3 lightsaber has a thin neck as well, so I wanted to have a thin neck. Then you've got two of my 12mm recessed tactile switches. You've got a little hint of a grenade section here, just 3 of them here, and then some additional ridging. You've got a couple greeblies, because greeblies are life, y'all know that about me, and then just something blank down here. You've got your pommel retention screw, and then the speaker grate. The speaker grate, or the little plate there, I bought from the custom saber shop. Everyone, most people will just use the existing speaker vent plates, unless they're fully machining the whole pommel itself to have sound vents in it. But anyway, other than that, and the screws, of course, I just get those from local hardware store. The rest of the hilt was all machined by me on my metal lathe by hand. There were no computers involved, and there was no real design process involved either. It was me starting with a block of aluminum, sitting on the lathe, and then just going, what if we cut here? What if we slide here? What if we go in here? And that's how this guy happened. Internally, it's running a Prism 5.1 soundboard with royal blue, green, white Tricrete XB2 LED, 18650 lithium-ion battery, 3.7 volts. You've got a 28mm high bass speaker, and then I said the 2 tactile switches here. Internal recharge port, full 3D printed chassis. This saber is quite possibly the loudest I have ever heard. When I first fired it up, I was shocked. It was also like 1 a.m. in the morning, and my family probably woke up, and so I apologize, fam. But it needed to happen. So yeah, this is my first custom saber. I'm calling it the SM1 for Shami Moshevzadeh #1, the first saber. Let's get her fired up. This is my ordinal sound font. I'm also going to be debuting 2 brand new sound fonts in this video that I've put on this saber. You've got a Harry Potter inspired sound font called Wizard, and then my Last Jedi sound font. All of you have been asking me for a Last Jedi sound font. You know, when are you going to do Rey's new lightsaber? When are you going to do Kylo's new lightsaber? I want to hear those sounds on my lightsaber, on my custom saber. And I was like, I don't really have an interest in doing that. I busted my balls to get the Force Awakens sound font out for both Kylo and Rey. And I didn't really want to go through that arduous process again for The Last Jedi. But people kept pestering me for a Last Jedi sound font. So I'm going to give you guys a Last Jedi sound font made up entirely of Porg noises. I'm also debuting my Space Puffin sound font. So let's cycle through some of the fonts. I also have some of my old favorites on here. Let's see what we got. This is Sparkle. So this is Wizard, my Harry Potter inspired sound font. So that's Wizard, world debut, premiere. Very exciting.
Cyber Assassin.
Classic. Now you gotta have some Cyber Assassin on your own custom lightsaber. Again, painfully loud.
You have that power too.
Graflex 7. By the way, regarding Graflex 7, I made an announcement post on my Facebook page, but I'll do it here on YouTube as well. I've remixed the Graflex 7 just to make it cleaner. There were customers informed me that there were some popping and clicking noises in some of the swings and the clashes. So I've remixed the whole font, gotten rid of all of those issues. So if you have purchased my Graflex 7 font anytime in the past, message me on my Facebook page and I will send you the link to the updated version for free so that you don't have to buy the font again. You can just get the updated version for free. So just message me for that. Now this should be my Last Jedi Porg sound font, Space Puffin. There it is. Got some nice ambient ocean sounds. This is for all of you who wanted a Last Jedi sound font. This is what happens when you pester me. Unlimited Porg noises! And the power off. Chewie roars, and all the porgs go flying away. I love porgs so much. And back to ordinal. Let's throw a blade in there. Blade retention screws up here at the emitter. Unscrew that. Blade plug flies out. Your LED is there isn't that much of a gap between where the LED is housed and where the blade starts. It's like less than an inch. So it's still a very bright saber, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And of course, because Ordinal is a Sword Art Online inspired sound font. There we go, back to the light blue that I like. So there you have it, guys. The SM1. This is an extremely special moment for me. As Obi-Wan might say, I've taken my first step into a larger world as now a sabersmith, machining my own custom hilts. I'm still a long ways away from accepting any kind of custom machining commissions. This took an extremely long time to do. I'm still ironing out the entire machining process to enable me to get a smooth finish as quickly as possible. To get a smooth finish on this one, it took a long time. It was a learning experience. Plus, I've still got a mountain of existing commission work that I want to get through before I start accepting anything new. But in the future, look for the option to have custom one-off machined hilts made and installed by yours truly, if that's something that floats your boat. That is going to be coming in the future, so stay tuned for announcements about that, both here on YouTube and on my Facebook business page, which is where I do all of my communications. So if you have any questions about custom work, message me on my Facebook page. Link is in the description below and at the end of this video. Yeah, so I also want to say thank you to everyone who watches and subscribes and likes and comments and shares these videos that I've been making for the last 4 years. 4 years. You guys, for the most part, have been incredibly encouraging and supportive, and I really appreciate all of that encouragement that you've given me over the years. So thank you. Thank you, and may the Force be with you.